Yo! What's up, everybody? How are you all doing on this fine evening? Happy to see you. Sorry about missing stream yesterday. Today, we are running a react stream, and we will be watching Papa Meat's new video on Buccees. Should be fun. Interactions I've had with Buccees have been very sparse, mostly on road trips. Whenever I'm moving, say when I drove to, to New York to help my mom move, or drove to move to LA. No Fent? Yeah, no Fent today, unfortunately. When the cult throws a pizza party, there's going to be Fent mixed in with the Peach Bowl. Listen, we're aiming for that Hulu documentary. Come on. Love the bucket hat. It's the best hat you have. Thank you very much. I agree. That's why I wear it basically every stream now. It's pronounced Buccees. See, I think they try to avoid pronouncing it Buccees so that their customer base, when they arrive, are not met with a profound sense of disappointment when they see that dumbass fucking beaver. Which, that is the stupid interactions I've had with Buccees. It's all related to Bucky. Is that his name? It'll be like you're in Texas and you're on a road trip to somewhere and you pull up to a Buccees to get, I don't know, a fucking brisket tortilla wrap or something, and there's some old dude humping the shit out of the statue. It's sad, man. Runk, I just got home from a horrible track meet. Any tips, brother? Fuck no, I'm not a runner. Track meets sound horrible, and I hate running. Although it is good for health, but ooh. Yeah, a lot of Southern men would be heartbroken if they didn't find Bussy at the super gas station. Yeah, exactly. You can't, I feel like you can't lead with, something as coveted as Bussy, and then serve up, I don't know, fucking hot and ready, fresh-made, pork-pulled sandwiches. No one's gonna be happy with that. Hey, what's up, Nick? How you doing? We're getting a Buccees here in Ohio soon. Dude, mad overhyped, which I think is probably we'll get into in the video, I assume. But the first time I pulled up to Buccees, motherfuckers talked about it like it was like the holy land of fucking America. I don't know. They spoke about that shit like the fucking wall that all our presidents go kiss. That's our version of that here. It's the Buccees fucking gopher. Would you like to hear a new story? Sure, drop it. I'm not mad that shit is 5 hours away. Yeah, I mean, who fucking cares? It's a gas station, man. When am I getting a Buccees in the UK, brother? I don't know. I feel like that's a sign of the end times. When y'all get a Buccees in the UK, that's the official American gentrification of England. That's a sign that you're being conquered when you see a Buccees pop up, man. Bucky the gopher is actually an American sleeper cell agent, and the second you get a Buccees installed, he's going to hear the activation word and execute your prime minister and the entire royal family. I'd actually go to Buccees if they had femboy bussies. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why they pronounce it Buccees. Kiss who? Who are you commanding me to kiss? Runk, the Fence stream has been asked for months. I know, but listen, events like that take a lot of planning. Runk, why is your voice slowed down? Turn off the voice changer. I'm sorry. I've said this every time, but I can't sound like a squeaky toy. All the dogs around me are gonna think that, they can chew on me, man. Personally, I'm not going for that. Runk, I'm dropping a band on my girl for Valentine's Day. Fuck you getting your girl. A band is crazy. Just do a salvia stream, Runk. Dude, I was at a party when I was a kid. I was maybe like 16, and there was a jug of salvia going around the party, and you're really only supposed to take like a cap of it, maybe like a teaspoon portion. Motherfuckers were just swigs, brother. A swig of salvia. That shit was gnarly. They would all end up just kind of like slumped over, like sitting in a lawn chair. Motherfuckers were like stacking solo cups on their dick. Man, motherfucker turned himself into an ornament, taking a swig of salvia. Now you're just like effectively like, blending in with the bushes that this person's mom has in their backyard. Do you like the mid-distance stuff, or do you prefer the endurance running? Are you talking to the runner in here? Yeah, man, I like running, but I just got destroyed. I got my last race. I ran 800 meters. Get it, man. Running is hard to get into, but I have experienced runner's high before, and I have to say there really is nothing like the back half of a run. And the sense of accomplishment you feel is crazy. So you should keep it up. I don't want to discourage you. My earnest advice would be pretty much anything that's worth doing is difficult. So if you find yourself in pain right now, that's a testament to your feat of strength that you just finished, which is impressive. Runk, I maxed out on my school's leg press today on 390. Fuck. Yeah, why is my community so fucking athletic? It's kind of sick, dude. I'm really happy that my community's so athletic. I feel like a lot of streamers have like hikikomori communities, and that would be difficult for me to interact with. You know what I mean? If y'all were like, yeah, I kind of spent all day melt maxing playing RuneScape, I'd be like, ooh, oh boy. Does anybody else box? I dabbled in boxing for a little while. I was trained by a professional trainer for a little bit when I was 14 through 16. It was really fun. I enjoyed it, but I ended up falling off the wagon somewhere. I don't know why. Probably a money thing. I won my boxing match today on the second round. Fuck yeah, brother. Nice. How'd you I assume second round, that's a knockout or a stoppage. Did you catch bro on the chin? You get him with like a liver shot? Like, how'd that go? How did you execute your enemy? Please enlighten me. Runk, if we meet in Chicago, you will be split in half and licking your bussy. All right. Okay. We're back to the normal, regularly scheduled program of the Relic streams. I was sort of spoiled by normal recommendations for a while. My edge has slipped. I let my hackles down. Top of the temple. Ooh. Yeah, that'll get him. Dude, getting punched in the temple hurts horribly. I've only been punched in the temple one time when I was getting my ass beat in a street fight, which I'm not going to tell that whole story again, but it was undeserved. I was like stepping in to protect a friend who was a bad friend, tried to break into someone's house. I didn't know. I just saw him getting his ass beat, so I hopped in. Anyway, one of them motherfuckers, it was a bunch of like college kids, and they were beating up me when I was like 16. Dude, one of them caught my temple. Ooh, bare knuckle too. Luckily, I have my hands in front of my face, but they grabbed the top of my head, like my hair, and were holding my head down, and they were wailing on me. If I ever get famous enough, there's probably going to be a video from someone's Snapchat that gets released of me getting my ass beat when I was a teenager by a bunch of like 22-year-olds. I'm pre-firing that in case, I don't know, somebody tries to shame me. Where is the temple? Right here. Your temple is right here, above your eyebrow. Right here. That's your temple. Street fights in Salvia at 16. Yeah, man, listen, I'm from New Orleans. I'm from New Orleans, is how it goes. Street fights weren't part of my regularly scheduled program, though, man. I'm a civilian, and I'm a peaceful guy, too. Like, the only times I've ever gotten into a fight where, like, a person challenged me or I was stepping in to protect someone else. That's it. Like, I'm not a violent person by nature. I'm stoned as hell, and I'm watching my disco ball. This is lovely. Hell yeah, nice. Oh, Silik, thank you very much for the prime. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here. And thank you for sliding me that Jeff Bezos money. I appreciate it. Yo, anytime I see speaking of Jeff Bezos, love you, handsome. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Anytime I see bald-ass rich people, I'm like, motherfucker, how do you not have a transplant? Like, what do you mean Jeff Bezos is just walking around? Like, he's not, like, condemned to the testicle lifestyle. That's a decision he's made. You could buy a whole new head. You're a billionaire, man. Why are you like a sub 3? You look like a buff-ass Thumb, man. You literally look like one of the Thumb characters from Spy Kids. You don't have to do that. Like, if I go bald, I'm cooked. But Jeff Bezos, he could buy someone's scalp off of the fucking black market. Thumb people from Spy Kids. There we go. Yeah, like why are you walking around? Why are you walking around like this? Oh my god, my internet. Brother, open. Open! Open! No! Oh my god, thank the Lord I'm not on a full cam right now. There's for some reason R34 of the Thumb people on my screen right now. Anyway, this is what old Jeffy be walking around looking like for no apparent reason. Brother, buy a fucking toupee, please. If you're going to kill us all with your greed, get a hairpiece or hair plugs. You're a billionaire, man. I don't like seeing my oligarchs be ugly. Runk, where do you live to be attacked so much? I've been in one fight and we became friends after, and now we get drinks. That's nice. I grew up in New Orleans. And I really didn't get in fights a lot. I've only been in 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5-ish. I've only been in like five fights in my entire life. And like I said, it was always when I was like protecting somebody or I got like challenged, you know, and I had to protect myself. Hey Runk, how are your late 40s? Fuck you, I'm 22. I don't know why some of y'all think I'm so old. Some of the people in here think I'm 30. The 42 thing is probably in jest, but Runk, what if we held hands together under that big ass Buccees signs? Also, rich cis people aren't allowed to get gender affirming care. You think that's what it is? Also, holding hands under the Buccees sign. I mean, if that ain't an American love story, I don't know what is. Dude, having the goddamn Buccees gopher officiate the wedding. Come on, man. That's America. That's America right there. I'm pretty sure you're one of the oldest people I've seen. Good Lord. I feel like a lot of my community is like in their 20s. My community split to like mid to late teenagers and then people all the way up to like 30. I have some fans that are like 40, which is ill. Have you seen the Appalachian Grabber songs? No way you just referenced that, man. I did an Instagram reel music ranking system, and the Appalachian Grabber song was placed in S tier. A lot of the people who are in stream right now were here for that stream. That was a good one. Actually, the biggest clip I've had in a while was from that. If Jesus came back and he was in Canada, and the first person he saw was like Wagwan Crody. It's like, fuck it, I'm going back. Yo, dad, send an angel to come scoop me. Motherfucker said Wagwan Crody. That was from that stream, in case you've seen that, if you're a Reels watcher. My vid you never watched, so fuck you. Oh, is this the try not to laugh thing? Yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. I'm not doing it this time around, but I think I'll run a try not to laugh stream with that video. So keep it in the pocket, and I will run that at some point. Play the song, the Appalachian Grabber song. Dude, my pleasure. Are you kidding me? All right, we're gonna play the Appalachian Grabber song and then get into reacts immediately. I'm not gonna yap for like an hour today. So what's the video we're watching? We are watching the new Papa Meat video on the cult of Buccees. If you don't know, Buccees is basically like the super gas station that's in like most of America, and the culture around it is really fucking weird. Like whenever you're in a Buccees, you know, like the same thing of like the Walmart drifters. Like you go into a Walmart and there's somebody who literally looks like they've been captured there for eternity. Like time has paused for them. Like one of the trials of Odysseus, that island with the lotus flowers. They're just like pushing a cart around. They're like, you know, those people you're like, you've been here since the 1940s. Fucking 3 fucking jugs of OJ or some shit and like a bunch of toiletries. You're like, dude, there's no way you live in one of these aisles. Buccees is the same way. There's like weird like Buccees drifters who just like live in there. It's an odd thing. Anyway, let me pull up the Appalachia song. The Appalachia Grabber. Come on. Here he is. Here's Noah Edge. Dude, how the fuck does he only have 491 subscribers? Should I look him up on Instagram? No, it has to be on YouTube. No, I guess not. Hold on. Let me look up the Appalachia Grabber Instagram. Dude, we're putting a best song of all time. Hold on. Where's it at? Can I sort by popular? Is that it?
Me looking like Snoop Dogg and Peter Griffin had a kid, you heard? I heard, man. Hey girl, been to Appalachia, come to the mountains and I'll grab you. Have you ever had your heart captured? Forget your past, it don't even matter. Told her that
Dude, it's goated, man. If you come to Appalachia, he will grab you. What beautiful lyricism and poetry from an absolutely beautiful man. He really does look like Peter Griffin and Snoop Dogg had a child. Jesus would never go to Canada. The Canadians, motherfucker, did such fucked up things in World War One that all their ancestors are going to hell. The Geneva Conventions were low-genuinely a checklist. Yeah, I mean, but like we're American though. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm not really gonna cast stones from my American seat. You know what I mean? Jesus would probably
lost my job.
Oh, Doug, that fucking sucks, man. Hopefully you are able to recoup and find a new job soon. We can put the Doug sub wheel on pause if you would like to, which I assume so if you're being financially responsible. That sucks, man. You're the second person who's been laid off in a row. Best of luck to you, man. The job market is remarkably difficult right now, even though I've been fortunate enough to be able to scrape by on my social media earnings. So technically, I'm an entrepreneur. You know, to my Hinge dates, I'm unemployed. But I wish you the best of luck, man. That sucks. Grunkle Stanley, have you heard of DHMIS? No, I have not. What's Dimis? Is that dick themed Christmas? Dimis? Read my chats. Sorry, there's a lot of chats. I'm trying to read everybody, but there's a lot of them. Runk ignoring my chats. All your chats are saying I'm ignoring your chats. Also, to anybody, if you chat something and I don't read it, I'm not ignoring your chat. There's just like a lot of words I'm looking at. You know what I mean? Retype whatever you wanted me to see, Sneaky Turtle. The Runk curse unemployment finds the viewers. No, for real. People come in and they're like, hey, I just, they'll like sub to me or like donate a couple subs. And they're like, dude, I just hit a bench max, fucking 390. I talked to them a couple weeks later and they're like, hey, I contracted like some dormant terminal illness has awoken inside of me. I also got fired from my job and I'm pregnant with a kid I don't want. What? Like, it's very like 50-50. Like anytime I ask y'all how you're doing, it's always either like fucking awesome, top of the world, or everything is falling apart. I posted a couple pictures
Your
in Creative Corner.
Donos lost their jobs. Good luck on the streets, fam.
It's okay. It's okay. I just got to start grinding out those 1 minute long videos on TikTok. I can find a way. The curse of Ra finds your donos, man. I know, it's crazy. It's okay though. I mean, at the very worst, like I'm not afraid of employment. At the very worst, if I have to go work at a Panda Express for a little while, I can fucking do that. Because I think soon enough I'll be making enough money on social media from like a diversified income streams where I'll be fine. Watch Dimis on YouTube by searching it. Hold on. DHMIS. What the fuck is this? Don't hug me, I'm scared. Oh, interesting. It's like hold on. It's only 51 seconds. This looks cool.
The purity of a true knight. The
Yo!
false knight retreats.
Divine, thank you very much for the sub. I appreciate it. Thank you for sticking around for 3 months. Let's go. That's very sweet. Thank you. Let's see what this is real quick. This is only 51 seconds. It looks like kind of high art. Is this like stop motion?
No, my job no longer exists. Because my boss is an idiot and he treated it like a free paycheck. Also, he didn't have any money saved up for a slow time. And had to phase out the company. I should be able to get another security job like right away. Cause there's another one in town that needs people.
Oh,
and I've
shit.
got my last 4 paychecks saved back cause I was trying to help my mom cover the cost of repairs for her car.
Ah, financially responsible. Let's go. Okay, sounds like there won't be much of a dip in your unemployment if you can find another one. Holy shit, your boss is a chud, man. My God, what a moron. That's crazy. Runk, where's Lions getting money from? Seems kind of shady. I don't know. Lions did work at a weed company, perhaps sneaking it across a border of some sort. Hold on, let's see what this video is real quick. I'm curious. I want to watch it. Is it like horror Muppets? Horror, not whore. Yeah, is this just like a bunch of slutty puppets? What the hell am I watching? I meant scary, like horror. God, I can't say that word.
Pesky bee.
Okay, interesting. That looks cool. It's like a horror, 2 syllables. Muppet thing. I'm gonna subscribe to that. They got 3.43 million subs, so it looks pretty sick. The episodes are like 3-4 minutes long. That's dope. Runk, I squat 395 now, and do you fuck with the new grills? Huh? Did you drop grills in the Discord or something? Dude, y'all are gonna make me talk for like another hour. I'm gonna go into the Discord, look at a couple things y'all wanted me to look at, and then we're starting the video.
They
We're
sell the
gonna-
organs of punished relic viewers.
Yep. Anytime I send my mods after you, that's what ends up happening to you. Am I a chud, or is this just a bad Valentine's for everyone? Like me and my chud friend didn't get any Valentines. But probably a bit of both. Probably a bit of both. You know what I mean? We can't fully skirt our culpability for having no hoes for Valentine's Day. But also the times we're living in, like, yo, who's got like mad money to spend on Valentine's Day? I don't, man, at all. Runk, did you see my son in general? Hold on, I'm gonna look at it right now, bro. Listen, Friday the 13th and then Valentine's Day, it has to be cursed. I mean, sure. I feel like people who are in relationships in here are gonna call it cope, but maybe whatever you gotta say. I got a Valentine's ball coming up, and there's a chick I want to ask, dude. And Rich, best of luck. Hopefully that goes well for you. Is it a girl at your school? If I recall, a couple months ago, you told me you go to an all-girls school, right? Or is it a person who's like just a friend? Do you know what a manatees? Do you know what a manatees are? Low-key want to know. Like, do I know what manatees are? Yeah, I love manatees. It sucks that you can't pet manatees because then they'll be trusting to humans, and humans will hurt them. Whoa, is this your bird? I'm so bored, I'm going to give a fun fact about myself. This is Bogey. He's my son. Holy shit, you own a crow. Dude, that's sick. Do crows emulate speech? Can't they emulate speech a little bit, unless I'm mistaken? You feel Nebraskan to me. Why? Why? What does Nebraskan mean? I don't know whether to interpret that as a compliment or an insult. What else was I looking at? Something in memes and media, creative corner. Damn, this is sick. It's like the Invincible art style, kind of. Yeah, that's dope.
Birds can imitate speech because they have a bony tongue.
Oh shit, this is Wilson.
Very strange, precise control.
Interesting. That's cool. I didn't know that. Dude, Wilson, these are dope. Good block shading. Nice. First day of work fit. Brother, where you work at? This is a casual ass outfit. Do you work at like a daycare or something? I feel like or no, wait. Do you work with kids? Do you work with kids? Do I remember you telling me you work with kids? I don't know if Raccoon is in here right now. You're wearing your favorite sweatshirt to school, and you're one of the kids is gonna.
Pets if you want to see the dog that my mom ended up adopting when she was fostering it.
Oh yeah, sure. You're gonna pull up to work with at the daycare center in your favorite sweatshirt, and you're gonna get puked on by a kid that only eats hot dogs and like chicken nuggets immediately. Food and pets. That's what I'm looking at. Damn, y'all are filling up food and pets. Y'all got a lot of cute cats. Oh, look at this shit. Yeah. Oh, that's sweet. I missed the dog I was taking care of. I didn't expect to connect to it that much, but shout out to Calypso. Oh my God. It's so cute. That's super sweet. So she still has the dog right now. Oh yeah, look at him, one eye. You got to get homie an eye patch. One-eyed Jack. That's funny. Okay. Now that I've looked at all the dogs and cats, and they have been very cute, what say we open the video?
Man, I want a sugar glider.
Dude, sugar gliders are dope pets, but the upkeep is fucking insane, man. Any kind of like rare animal That's kind of what I feel like. Anytime you see, you know, those Instagram accounts where the whole thing is like, I own a pet monkey, and like, here's me showing my life of owning a pet monkey. They are way too idyllic in their presentation of it. You're gonna have motherfuckers buy monkeys and like have their nose torn off. You know what I mean? Get straight up like Voldemortified. Yo, what a word. Bang! I mean, I made it up, but it was fun to say. You're a rare animal, Runk. Okay, well, protect me from the poachers then. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that are after my meat. Wait, I did not mean it like that. Double entendre. Anyway, they need to be more mindful of how they present that shit. Owning like sugar gliders, pigs, monkeys, certain types of exotic birds, like things like that, it needs to be very like heavily considered. You have to devote your life to that shit.
Wonky.
Hey, Runky Poo Monkey Wonky. Okay. What's up, Bag? Runk, I low-key cooked my friend's ass because they called me a piece of celery. Dude, deserved, man.
I mean,
you high-key...
given the people in this chat, both are true.
You high-key remind me of a manatee. See, that's another one. I don't know if that's an insult or not. I fuck with manatees, though, so I'm going to choose to take that as a compliment. I keep seeing reels of some fuck-ass animal. It looks like it went to the store and asked for an animal. It looks like the etc. and a list of animals. It looks like a tutorial animal. It's one of the rough drafts.
Tomorrow, you slit nip.
Probably not, to be honest. Hey, what's up, Distortion? How you doing? The one teacher at my school wears a red Playboy shirt. Is he out of pocket for that or not? Yeah. Yeah, man, it's a boob company. I mean, if I pulled up wearing like a Pornhub shirt to school, I'd be like, dude, there's no cock and balls on it. There's no cock and balls on it. Like, it's the same thing. Like, if you were like playing, you know, if you were in the live band that's like playing your prom or something, and you played like the drum beat, like the boom, doom, all everyone in the room would be like, what the fuck? What are you doing, man? Stop. So yes, that's definitely out of pocket. Ron, can you be my Valentine's for Valentine's Day? No. I'm waiting for the right one. I'm sorry. When are you gonna make joys for us, Runkle? Okay, now is the time to just start playing the video. Okay. Today we are watching The Cult of Buccees. Let's get into it and lock in. Pretty please.
Welcome back to the Papa Meat channel. How you doing? How you doing? Coming on sundown because today we're going to be talking about one of the most fascinating places in America, Buccees. Consumerism is at an all-time high. Woo! Whether it's Taco Bell making limited edition clothing or Raising Cane's collectible.
Yo, motherfuckers who wear logos of food brands, I immediately assume that your brain is non-existent, man. I think you're a sleeper cell agent. Like, if you are wearing like the ramen hoodie or you have like a Taco Bell jacket, you are a fed. I don't know. I don't even know what that means in the context of me saying it, but oh my God, that's so weird. Or people, you know, the dudes that get like tattoos of food brands? I remember watching a Conan segment a long time ago when I was a kid, and if you get a tattoo of the Taco Bell bell, you get a private tour of the Taco Bell headquarters, and you become like a tester for new products. That feels very weird, no? Like, what if I was encouraging y'all to get like a Relic Blonde tattoo? Just my face, like... That would be really manipulative to me. I don't know. That shit is very strange. Did you know there's Sleep Cell that forgot he was one? Yeah, exactly. That shit weirds me out. I'd get it, dude, and I would judge you hard as fuck. I see you walking around and you got the Golden Arch McDonald's tattoo. Yo, dear Lord, the levels of consumerism we're reaching are dystopian.
With Post Malone cups. We've been hardwired to obsess over merchandise like it's keeping us alive, baby. You gotta collect. And I am one of those suckers. I'm a big proponent for little collectibles and all that stuff. So yes, I do. When the Japanese McDonald's did the Evangelion drops, me thinks me bought.
Fuck, that's kind of hard. I would get that, man. Okay, I know I just said this whole thing about like buying merch for a fast food restaurant, but you're telling me my burger can turn into you're telling me my burger can turn into a mech suit or a robot? That's sick, man. It reminds me of the robot cookies from Despicable Me. I'm feeling like I'm invading fucking you know what I mean? The bob cut man. What the fuck is his name? Vector. Or no, Victor. No. What the fuck is his name? I don't remember. Transformers are cool no matter what. Yeah, dude, a burger transformer, that goes kind of hard. Vector, that is his name. Imagine it. Gnome Runk on my entire back. Okay, new deal for the community. I'll emulate Taco Bell. Anybody who gets a whole back piece tattoo of me will get a private tour of the studio, aka my dorm room at my college. Okay, I get behind Maka's toys all the way. Yeah, that was hard. Runk, are body pillars just a modern version of pinup girls from World War II? Yeah, kinda. But pinup girls from World War II have more of a justification because you were like going to die.
Bet I will be hitting up the parlor by my house.
Dear Lord. Runkle Stanford, watch some. I plan on looking into that more. That was cool. All right, let's keep going.
Bought it?
You bought 2.
I bought 2, one for me and then one for Nick.
Thank you.
This is taken to the extreme when you look at a store like Buccees, the massive gas station and convenience store that sells more private label merchandise than you know what to do with. And people can't get enough. From the food to the costumes and clothing plastered with their iconic logo that looks like this.
He's cute.
Is he?
It's adorable. Yeah.
Fuck that thing. Dude, oh my God. I would hunt that. If this was an endangered species, I would be a poacher. I hate the way this is designed. Yo, what the fuck is going on with his chin? Like, just as an illustrator, it confuses me. Like, why does he have, like, fat on his, like, jowl, man? How old is this gopher? Why does he have, like, grandma is about to die of, like, heart failure face? You know what I mean? You know when old people start getting that, like, this thing that hangs right here? Why did they draw him with that? I don't get it. Also, have to say, on the topic of wearing like branded merchandise from a place, if you're in the South and you see a motherfucker wearing like a Buccees tee, you could place your soul on it that motherfucker has said a slur in the last 24 hours. I'm granted you're in the South, so like the hit rate on that's pretty good in general, but yo, man, the Buccees tee and a Salt Life sticker on the back of a truck or something, that combo, dude, they're hitting at least like one every 30 minutes. They're at a pace of 2 an hour. Saying some bigoted shit. He's a beaver. Please don't misplace him. Ah, my fault. Anyway, if this beaver were part of an endangered species, I would hunt him still. I would still hunt the Bucky. The Buccees mascot would make a good fur hat or fur coat. Yeah, that's true. He would have more value for his fur and for his flesh than for his, sort of soul and personality.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know if I like this fucking beaver. Why are you so happy? How much was the beaver? It was just like...
I think he's getting like roadhead, some truckers.
Oh, wow! I'm beaving out! Eat my beef! And the trucker's like, definitely, dude. This place has such a chokehold on people, but I just can't, I've always asked the question.
It's funny that they made the joke about Bucky giving truckers head. There is a weirdly sexual undertone to Buccees in that they have that dumbass Bucky's statue. Let me pull it up for people that don't know Bucky's. The Bucky's statue. They have this fucking statue of the beaver outside of every Bucky's. Hold on. My internet's being slow. Let me pull it up. Load! Oh my God. Holy shit. You could do 2 things at once, internet, please. Holy shit. Holy God. Sorry. Hold on. And open in a new tab. Ah! There we go. Oh my God, and it's fucking yeah. The rage this puts inside of me knows no bounds. There we go. Dude. They have this stupid Bucky's beaver outside of all Bucky's. And the things you will see people do to this, you'll see like sorority girls rubbing their boobs on it. You'll see like a grown man coming up behind and like fucking its face. Like, there's a really strange tone of people constantly assaulting this thing. I mean, look at its hands. You know what I mean? Yo, Runkle, have you heard of Uncle Samsonite? No, I have not. Okay. Let us continue. I just laid the biggest log in my dorm toilet. I'm wishing clogs upon you, brother, for enlightening me with that information. Matter of fact, I'm reversing time like the Eye of Agamotto and putting it back inside of you. I'm putting it back inside of you. Probably a highly unpleasant experience, but you deserve it. All right, let's keep going.
Why are people so obsessed? Because it is that of a religion. It is almost cult-like. You know, people go up to the little Buccees bronze statue and pay offerings online. They treat him as if he's a god. But I need to know why. What makes this gas station better than the rest? So today we're gonna trek through the door.
It's big and they have brisket sandwiches. That's literally it. It's big and it has brisket sandwiches. Lucky bastard. Maybe I'll take his spot for a bit. Honestly, you could, yeah. If you spray painted yourself with like silver spray paint and stood outside of a Buccees with like pretending to be the beaver, you would probably have some old guy come up and hump you, or like a girl press her boobs against you for a photo op or something. Are you saying the place to dress up as the Buccees mascot? Okay, so all y'all just heard advice when I was mentioning that. Interesting.
Doors of Buccees and see what it's all about. Hop on in and sit on down. Come on into Buccees.
I know that we're alone for Valentine's Day, but if you find yourself spray painted an iron color, wearing like a fat suit to pretend to be Bucky to get some play, you know, just I don't know, hit up somebody, hit up like, you know, a Surefire on Hinge. You know what I mean? So girls like fat fucking chuds when it's a beaver. Shit, man, I gotta become a furry. Yeah, man. I suppose that is the move. You're right. Google Uncle said, brother, we're in the middle of a video, J-man. Lock into the topic.
Before we look into just how deep
Isn't Papa Meat the voice of like a screamo band or some shit? That was him right there. I'm pretty sure he's part of a band. Sorry for being late, Runk, still at work. You're all good, Almond Corn. We're watching a video about Buccees, the famous gas station. I ain't truly alone on Valentine's Day. I'll have a dude hands on my mouth tomorrow. I'm getting my wisdom teeth out. Oh, there you go. Anything you can get. I'm going to do that shit anyways. Hey man, fuck it. Let me know how it goes. Let me know what kind of play you get pretending to be the Buccees mascot outside of a Buccees. I'm gonna go to America just to go to Hooters. I'm that alone for Valentine's Day. Brother, pull up not to Hooters. Pull up to Twin Peaks. That's probably the move. We watched a video about that. After the vid, Google Uncle Samsonite. Sure. Sure. I don't know who this guy is and why you want me to look at him so bad, but sure. My play is about to be insane when I hit denture status for sure. Let's go.
the obsession goes, we should get an idea of where it all started. Buccees founder Arch Applin III.
Oh my God, look at that beard. Holy shit, man. Oh my God. Okay, this might be insensitive of me to say, but this is that, like, my bloodline owned people beard. Like if your beard is this white and it's like a chin strap, this thing, bro. Man.
Arch Applin III.
The third? Yo, he's Arch Applin the third. That's an owning people's name and beard. Come on. Run this motherfucker's 23 in me and he's cooked. He's cooked. I don't know, his eyes look too gentle. They're deceitful, man. That's that Southern charm. You'll be like, okay, description of what it's like to be Southern. You'll be like in the South at a gas station, some shit. You're kicking it. You're talking to, I'm a white guy. As a white guy in the South, you're piloting this white body through the Southern world. You'll be talking to a guy and you're like, hey man, how you doing? He's like, I'm good. I'm trucking. I'm trying to make my way all the way up through Arizona today. Hopefully, I got these deliveries. I work for UPS. And you're like, oh, that's cool, man. Word, nice. You got anything you're excited to do out there? And you're like, yeah, I like the nature out there, but the people, I mean, they got all this fucking DEI. I go into a restaurant and there's these fucking bad word. You know what I mean? You're like, what the fuck? Oh my God. He struck me as kind, but I was fooled. I was fooled. That's, I'm essentially just explaining white privilege. But you know, that's what happens. And I fear that that is what's happening here with this man's appearance.
Arch Applin the Third. Ark Applin the Third.
Fucking royal.
That's also a royal ass name to own a fucking gas station. You know what I mean? Should, like, what, is there a moat around Bucky's? Ark Applin the Third?
Royalty over here.
Oh, you said the
Texas
same thing as
royalty.
me.
He's like, I am the third of my kind. I'm the third Ark of Ark. Arch Applin III built the first Bucky's location in Lake Jackson, Texas, after graduating college. The store took inspiration from his grandparents' gas station, which he worked at for multiple summers. The name Bucky's comes from Arch's childhood dog, Buck, while the beaver mascot was inspired by his family's nickname, Beaver.
What?
What are those Applins the first and second? What are they doing, dude? What does that even mean? You know what I mean? Exactly. You don't want to go down there and mess with the Beavers. They're a bad family.
I feel like Beaver, like, those names always come from, like, what that family did at the time, no? I don't know if they're talking about, like, that long ago. That picture was black and white, so maybe I'm legitimately thinking of, like, fucking 1800s, which is probably pushing it. He has a wall of trucks around his mansion. Oh my God. That's fucking ridiculous. Anyway, I feel like if you name your kid Beaver, I'd assume that you come from like a long family of like beaver hunting or some shit. I bet it was named after one of his dog's favorite meals. Oh. Yeah, something stupid like that. The dog, wait, what? The dog laid was always sideways in the bowl, huh? The picture of him from 82 looks really racist. Allegedly. Okay, let's none of us in here get sued.
They must have huge teeth.
I wonder if he does. Put up a picture of Arch Applin. Now overlay that with the Bucky's mascot. Uncanny. As soon as the doors open, it
God, the Bucky's mascot is so
now overlay
ugly,
that with
man.
the Bucky's mascot.
Who is buying this, dude? Imagine trying to go to sleep at night. You know when you try to go to sleep at night and there's that pile of clothes in your corner that looks like a fucking demon? Imagine slapping this thing on top of that, man. This is legitimately to the detriment of my health, having this around me.
Mascot. Uncanny. As soon as the doors opened, it was a massive success, and Arch partnered with another gas station owner, Don Wassick. Together, the two entrepreneurs would grow the business into what it is today, adding 20 locations within the first 2 decades of operation, and gradually adding merch and meat counter and their beloved bathrooms. Today, the once local gas station is now a titan of industry.
Their bathrooms are incredible, have to say. Best road trip shit I've ever taken was in a Bucky's. That is true. I will attest to that. As much as I want a dog on them, oh my God, were those toilet seats clean. Good Lord. Which is, middle of America, you're driving from LA to New York. You know, you're pooping in outhouses, man. It was, maybe him having such a royal name is fit because that toilet seat really felt like the throne of a medieval kingdom to me. My standards had lowered so much.
Making billions of dollars annually. That number only continues to grow as more locations are being built and the loyal fan base steadily expands. Which I will say, we used to live in Texas.
Holy shit.
We have perused the grounds of Bucky's, all right? So we know what we're talking about. It's huge. But I will say, the number one thing about a Bucky's is their bathroom. It's unbelievable. Go into any other truck stop bathroom, it is hell on earth. You can't even believe those concoctions. And there's always some guy being like, God.
I remember the worst thing that ever happened to me in a public restroom. I was like 16, or no, I was like 17. I was on a road trip. I think I was going to North Carolina, and I was in a gas station somewhere near like South Carolina, like Georgia. I was driving up, and I was in there in the middle of fucking nowhere, and this old guy came through. He's wearing like a leather jacket. He was kind of like a stereotypical biker. And he was looking through the stalls. He was looking through the stalls, and I was like, what the fuck is this guy doing? And then I heard him say, fuck, the hole don't got nobody on the other side. I was like, what is he talking about? I'm walking through to go to sadly take a shit in this place. I look inside, and he was talking about there was a glory hole carved out. So this dude had, like, before I walked in, I guess, like, shoved his meat through the hole, and then like nothing happened, and then he walked around to the other side to sheer disappointment. All I can think is thank God that I showed up, not 5 minutes earlier, How can you Americans drive across country road trips? In the UK, 30 minutes away is a day trip. We sort of have that dog in us, you know what I mean? It's honestly amazing to me that for all Europeans, that you're not going everywhere all the time. If I was from Britain, or maybe from mainland Europe, actually, because you would have to probably take a flight or like a boat from Britain's. But anyway, I would. If I was like, if I lived in France, I'd be in like Germany every other fucking weekend. I'd go down to Italy. You know what I mean? I'd go everywhere. Twin Runk, I meant that log that I laid was sideways in the bowl. Oh, so it's gonna be more difficult when I use the Eye of Agamotto to put it back inside. Like when a dog is trying to walk through a door with a stick that's too long. You know what I mean? They're holding that shit and they're like, it's gonna be like that. Europe travel sounds like heaven. Oh my god, it's incredible, dude. The robust train systems in Europe, it makes you resent America. I came back more angry at my government than I already was. Once I had spent time with a place with a robust train system and cities that aren't built for cars. All right, let's continue.
That's what you're hearing in the other in the other stalls. Bucky's, it smells good, it's clean, the stalls are big, very private, which also I feel like that because they're so private, Bucky, the beaver himself is definitely being like, go in there and get your dick sucked by a lot lizard. And they don't care. Oh, thank you, Bucky. I'm gonna pick you.
Are there lot lizards at Bucky's? I feel like you'll find lot lizards at like truck stops more than anything else. Are there? Well, now it seems like I'm trying to get domed at a Bucky's when I'm Googling this. Are there lot lizards at Bucky's? If you don't know what lot lizards are, lot lizards are basically like prostitutes who will hang out at like gas stations or places where like road trips happen, and then generally they'll suck up some truckers. That's what it is. It's prostitutes who specifically give head or sexual favors to truckers for money. That's what a lot lizard is. Yeah, no, not really. Bucky's are known for being like secure, well lit, and family friendly. And there's a no trucking policy too. So there's probably if you want to find some lot lizards, you got to go to like a truck stop. You know what I mean? There's just some bathroom, and you can smell the piss from like 3 miles out. You're driving through goddamn like Arkansas or some shit. That's where that happens. Runk, you got to go to Ojos Locos. I'm telling you, I'm putting you on game. For real? At Ojos Locos, they got it like that? I fucking knew there was a Bucky's kink. Well, I don't know that I call it like a kink. It's not even there. It's not at Bucky's. The Bucky's kink would be all the people like humping the beaver that they have posted up out front.
Give me a kiss. Thank you, Buck. No problem. Have fun getting your dick sucked. They're that private, are they not? It's a private it's a thing. I don't think anybody would back.
Dude, fucking, it has a handle. You know how rare it is to find a public bathroom with a handle, a turning handle? You're lucky if you don't get like a lock that's essentially like the goddamn like hand sex symbol. You know what I mean? That's your security, is a lock that's made of this. They have a full on like some shit that could be on the front of like an apartment, man, and you'd be safe. It's secure as hell. Bucky's bathrooms are goated. Just to reaffirm that.
And I either. That guy got himself a brisket sandwich. He's getting himself some head. Welcome to Bucky's. Bucky Beaver approved. If you've ever been to Bucky's, then you know it is a very nice gas station. But that first initial experience has gotten so many people hooked now that millions of people are hyping it up online. And I will say, yes, it is a nice gas station, folks.
But it's a gas station.
Dogging it. But I will say, people will move mountains to express their love for Bucky's. They cannot. The fanatics, it is that of a Disney adult, all right?
Or Costco fanatics.
It's like Costco fanatics.
Dude, what the fuck is that? That's what I'm talking about. Like
the fanatics, it is that of a Disney adult, all right?
Or Costco.
How, like, what is your emotional connection to Kirkland? Also, oh my God, fire your tattoo artist. This is so bad. This is drawn horribly. But, like, what motivates you? Like, what Kirkland supplies did you eat where you were like, this actually touched my soul? Actually, when I bought 82 pounds of dog food for my sweet little Petunia for $5, something touched my heart, and now I gotta get this tattoo. Like, what the fuck? And the tattoo artist that did this, I feel like if I was a tattoo artist, I'd be like, fuck no, man. I'm not putting that in my portfolio. No. I'd sooner be straight than tattoo a company logo on my body. That's what I'm saying, man. Why are you turning yourself into a fucking billboard? And it's always for some stupid company. I mean, let alone when it's designer companies. You're like, oh my God, that looks like, that's so sad. Getting like a Louis Vuitton logo tattooed is sad. I think getting a Louis Vuitton tattoo is worse than getting a Kirkland tattoo. Because at least this is just like you're not LARPing as rich. But if you're wearing like regular clothing and then you get an LV tattoo, bro. Oh my God. You're wearing like some $20 fucking chanclas, cargo shorts, and like a Hanes white Walmart tee, and then you have LV tattooed on your like shoulder blade. Yo. Please, man. Please. That's just sad. Just if you want to be rich that bad, just I don't try to get your money up. I don't know. Go be a lot lizard, man. Make some racks. Kirkland got good ass hot dogs. Yeah, it's a good brand, but don't get them tatted, man. Don't talk down. I like Costco, but don't get Costco tatted. What the fuck? I mean, I like the double chocolate chunk cookie, but I'm not gonna get it like on my fucking arm right here. It's ridiculous.
Costco fanatics.
It's like Costco fanatics. It's like Disney adults. Bucky's are their own breed. What would you call it? Bucky buds? We're Bucky buds. We're Bucky
buds.
We're Bucky's buddies.
Yeah.
Bucky's fans are like the Disney adults of gas station enjoyers because they make the brand their whole identity and consume every piece of merchandise or product they produce. And this is true. There are people who wear, it's just like, I gotta get the new Bucky shirt. I've met several people who it's like, oh, there's a new Bucky's drop. Where you're like, who cares? What? I gotta get there. And there's gonna be people who watch this video who are like, you're goddamn right. I'll get any like Shamrock or fucking Christmas tree Bucky shirt imaginable.
And they grab their thermos, their Bucky thermos. To take
Yeah,
a
they
sip.
grab their giant Stanley Bucky's.
Dude, there are flexes that you have never even conceived. I always think about that when I hear about like fanatical fandoms of things that are sort of like innocuous to me. Sorry, dropping some strong words on a couple people in here who are probably like 14. You should know what innocuous is, hopefully, if you're reading. Anyway, they and you're like, dude, you know for a fact there's like Bucky's fans where you'll be walking around with your like, you know, Bucky's fucking thermos, and there's a mom out there that'll see you and be like, that fucking bitch, she has the Bucky's thermostat. Fuck. It's like it's literally like the secretive like wizarding world of Harry Potter. Like we're all muggles and they are the wizards of Bucky's. You know what I mean? I bet like if you walk around in the wrong like Bucky's t-shirt that came out in like 1977 limited edition, you don't know, you just grab that shit out of your grandpa's closet. That dude a person who's like 50 and from the South will stab you in the neck specifically for it as to not puncture the shirt. You get slimed out for your Bucky shirt in certain communities, and that always blows my mind. Goodbye, Ronk. I'm going to sleep. Good night, Pellin. I hope you sleep well. I will see you if you stop by for next stream. I will catch you in 2 days' time. What day is it today? Is today Friday? Oh, today's Thursday. Oh, I will be streaming tomorrow. Come by tomorrow, and I'll be live. Have you seen the Costco apartments that are coming to LA? Holy shit, I haven't. Yeah, tell me about that after the video, though. That's Costco apartments? What the fuck?
Imaginable.
And they grab their thermos, their Bucky thermos. To take
Yeah,
a
they
sip.
grab their giant Stanley Bucky's and drink their thing, eat their.
Dude, it definitely would happen. If you're walking around with the wrong Bucky's thermos that's like limited edition, you're gonna be walking around the South, just like sipping on your fucking iced coffee or some shit. Some dude who's 50 is gonna come up to you, stabs you in the. Give me your cup. Give it to me. They'd be on the verge of a heart attack. Some dude whose like veins are at this point like barely have any fucking pressure in them. Bro's body is not cooking up any like heart pressure at all. Barely beating. He'll stab you in the neck for that Bucky's cup, man. He's trying to die with his old Bucky's fans are trying to die in their coffin like pharaohs, where all of the pharaoh's possessions would be put in their tomb to be buried with them. Seriously, man. They want to be buried surrounded by Bucky. 2 days time, bro is spending his Valentine's Day with us and not a hoe. Dude, yes. Yeah, man, I'm alone right now. I told you. I had a baddie on Hinge for a little while. Fumbled that, man. It's okay, though. We get him next time. Also, whatever. It's sort of like, you don't have to have somebody for Valentine's Day because you can get somebody on any day. You know what I mean? It's sort of like people making New Year's resolutions on New Year's. Bitch, you could do that whenever you want. What do you mean I failed? Anyway, man, fuck Valentine's Day. I'm celebrating Darwin today. Charles Darwin is revolutionary in biology. Yeah, shout out to Darwin. I'll put a link in Discord for the Costco apartments. Bet. Thank you.
Bucky's candy. Wait in line. There's also a guy too who's like, I'm not gonna name drop this person, but every time I went to Bucky's with this person, he had to take a picture. All right, a grown man had to take a picture with the mascot who walks around.
Every time?
Every time we went. Every time. And there'd be things where we drove past one because it's very convenient. I mean, people are like, I've never had to wait for a gas pump because there's like 700 of them. So it's very convenient. But yeah, every time he's like, let me snap a quick pic. Obsessed. And I think he tried to mark it off like it was, like, oh, it's ironic. But I'm like, motherfucker, just wanted to get a picture with Bucky Beaver.
He's Bucky's bud.
I'm Bucky's buddy. I gotta go. This video is sponsored by Helix Sleep.
What's like, I've never understood that. Do y'all take pictures with like mascots? Can you enlighten me on that if you're that kind of person? Is it getting a Minecraft tattoo, Goofy? Well, I don't know, because Minecraft is like an artistic thing that you like interface with and potentially make things in. You know what I mean? I feel like it's different. I don't know why. Maybe I think it's because you build things in Minecraft. Like if you're getting a tattoo, well, I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I don't have a good way to defend that. I'd have to think about it more. That's a good point. Because for some reason to me, like getting a tattoo of like World of Warcraft or like maybe it's because it's art. Like Bucky's is a brand. For example, like if you got a tattoo of Valve, I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing? Or like a tattoo of the Steam logo, I'd be like, what are you doing? But if you got a tattoo of a game, I'd be like, that's fine. You know what I mean? For example, dude, you know how many people I know have food tattoos? Like, if you were to go to Bucky's and you got a tattoo of a brisket sandwich because you like brisket sandwiches, dude, that's chill. You motherfucker loves brisket, I guess. Like, that's okay. But brands always weird me out because you're like branding yourself. Like, that always weirds me out. Whereas I wouldn't feel like I'm giving up possession of my body to a brand by getting like something from a game tattooed, right? I don't even get pics when I meet celebrities. I can't imagine posing up with a mascot. Yeah, exactly. Wouldn't you just be like, this is some like 23-year-old named fucking Brandon who's like, God, I can't wait to go home and fucking smoke. Like, I mean, and that's the best case scenario. The worst case scenario is this is like 65-year-old like Esteban who's going to have to work until he's 90 because this world is depressing and capitalism. Like, you know what I mean? Because that's what it was at Universal Studios. I've told this story before, but I worked as a chef at Universal Studios, and I'd be walking around the back lots, and you would see like this. You'd see Scooby, and motherfuckers were just taking pictures with Scooby, and then he would take off his head, sitting in the back lots, like fucking chain smoking, like red, just being like, "My fucking wife's gonna leave me, man. I don't know what to do. I just gotta take the kids. I don't make enough money." You're like, what? That's the worst case scenario, and unfortunately, like very, very frequent. And that just the mascots are full of like depressed people who are upset with what their life is. You know, like it's sad, man. I can't take pictures with mascots for that reason. That's all I'm thinking about. And also, yeah, taking pictures with celebrities too. I'm the same way. Like I don't really take pictures of myself like with people. I don't understand. Like, what am I doing? Looking back at the picture later and being like, God, yeah, it was really me and Bucky. I was standing right there with him. If I try really hard, I can remember what he smelled like. Oh, Bucky. Like, what the fuck are you doing? I don't understand that. Runk IDF tattoo win. Brother, I don't know. If you ever see me with an IDF tattoo, that's actually the sort of like production tag that's been put on me for my clone. My clone that was created by Netanyahu himself because I was being too woke on stream. Anyway, let's continue.
Thank you to Helix Sleep for sponsoring the video. Now back to the video. One father explains how it's affected his 8-year-old child, saying, and I quote, "There's so much merchandise involved. Kids get a keepsake stuffed animal. They take a picture with a bronze beaver statue in the front. It's more of a Disney experience than a gas station experience," which is smart, Nick. You got to get Bucky Beaver out there. You got to make him is he as lovable as Mickey Mouse? I'd say he's probably more beloved than Mickey Mouse at this point.
I was going to say, it is actually really smart because that's why Disney adults are Disney adults, because when they're kids,
they have that emotional experience when they're younger, right?
Exactly.
So now they're going to go back and it's become a tradition thing. I used to love coming here and getting a pic with Buck. I love you, Bug. Can I be his buddy? Yes, you can. Another person said that their neighbor only wears Bucky's merch.
Dude, like, what the fuck? I understand Disney adults because there's rides, man. There's rides. There's things to do. Like, I don't understand fandom for something where it's literally you're just buying something. Like fanatical obsession with something that's devoid of an experience. Like, the experience is buying shit. I don't get it. I mean, sure, they have some, you know, the fucking beaver chud walking around being like, hiya, you want a picture? Like, whatever. That would scare the fuck out of me. But that's all that you can do. You can buy brisket sandwiches and take a picture with grown man in a beaver costume. What inspires fandom of that in you? Like, it always makes me think your life must just be like the most boring thing, which is mean. But I'm like, yo, how are you? Like, just go to Disney. Welfare Disney? It is probably just like if you don't have a lot of money, I bet. But Bucky's shit is kind of expensive, I'm not even gonna lie. I bought one of their brisket sandwiches on a road trip. Mid. Have to throw that out there immediately. I mean, like, not bad, but not hype worthy. And that shit was pretty expensive, to be honest. Let me look up. Actually, let's look up Bucky's prices because this will dictate kind of how I think of it. Bucky's prices. I'm gonna gauge it by the brisket sandwich because that's like the most famous thing there. Let me see. About $9 for the standard version and all the way up to $14 for the Big Buckin' Brisket XXL. So not horribly expensive, but not like cheap. I don't know. Like, if you can afford that, you can afford to go to like a place that's actually, you know, not a gas station, I feel. That shit sounds like the FNAF community. Well, it's like FNAF if it was devoid of like any artistic goal of like it's a horror film, like whatever, that kind of shit. Max 7, yeah, for a fucking brisket sandwich from a gas station, maximum plan is like, you know, $6.50 to like $7 at most. But you're starting at like a 9. That was pre-tax they had in there too. So it's like $9 to $10 all the way up to like a Chipotle bowl, like $14.15.
Merch and covered both family cars in Bucky's bumper stickers. They go on to say that each time they go to the gas station, they treat the short drive as if they were going to Disney. Once again, a bit obsessive.
Yo, ultimate humiliation ritual.
They go to the gas station, they treat the short drive.
Ultimate humiliation ritual, having L print in the Bucky's full body suit, man. Ultimate humiliation ritual. That's insane. I would never throw this on. God forbid it's a cold day. Oh my God. What if my guy is hiding, man? Give me a couple socks. Give me a couple socks. Why are you checking the print? I'm empathizing with the experience. I'm thinking about what if I had the Bucky's outfit on and I would immediately be going, oh my God, I'm popping L print in the Bucky's bodysuit right now. Fuck! Don't look at me! Don't look at me! Immediately, that's where my mind would go. Although this is in the South, though, so maybe there'd be some good heat. You'd be fine. Empathizing, bro is looking for dick. I'm bisexual. I mean, I'm not gonna be like, no. A penis, you say? God forbid. You think someone has put a tear away patch on the ball area of one of those things? Well, I don't know. I feel like you could sort of do like a lift maneuver. The zip goes down pretty low. If you wanted to, this could be a V-neck that goes down to below the balls. All right, what am I talking about? Let's keep going.
Drive as if they were going to Disney. Once again, a bit obsessive and a bit over enthusiastic for moi, but at the same time, if you are taking the ordinary thing of going to the gas station and making it an adventure, is that a bad thing, Nick?
I don't think so.
To me,
cheaper than Disneyland.
It's cheaper than Disneyland, and also, what point to when do you think it starts turning negative? Because right now you're like, well, it's just a gas station. Do you think it's like when Bucky's is like, we're starting a movie studio? Or something crazy like that. We're starting a sweatshop. Bucky sweatshop.
Yeah,
there has to be some.
I bet they already use sweatshops. Hold on. I bet Bucky's already uses sweatshops, man. There's no way they don't. Unless they're like, we're all American made brand, which would be kind of cool. Bucky's merch made with sweatshops. I mean, there's no way. They have so many weird products. Like, there's definitely overlap. Hold on. Let me see. There's no Buccees Travel Center plushies made in Indonesia. I don't know. I don't know, man. These were made in Indonesia, and there's a lot of sweatshops in Indonesia, so I don't know. Hey, what's up, Sato? How you doing? A V-neck down to your balls? Yeah, it was a V. It would be a V-neck, not a jacket. It was a full bodysuit. Did you not see that? It was connected at the waist. So if you unzipped it, you know, and did like a flipped it under, then you're wearing a V-neck. I bet the rejected and fired employees work in the sweatshops. You think Bucky runs like the production houses for all of Bucky's merch, like you've seen those videos of it'll be like reenacting like Greek ships, and they had people down at the bottom, they're like walking along just like punching people in the head. Faster! In Five Nights at Kirky's, Diddy's location is Netanyahu, the entered equivalent. I have no idea what like half of those words mean. I apologize. I do recognize Five Nights at Freddy's and Kirk, and unfortunately, Diddy. I don't know what they mean together, though. Okay, let's continue.
Unethical angle, right? Do you think it's like when Bucky's is like, we're starting a movie studio? Or something crazy like that. We're starting a sweatshop. Bucky sweatshop.
Yeah,
there has to be some unethical angle, right? There has to be some unethical angle to where it's like you're obsessing over a conglomerate. Because you kind of already are, right? I mean, they're making billions of dollars every year. One person even paid top dollar to have a custom one-of-one Bucky's shoes made for his collection. The Nike Air Force had custom leather work with the Texas flag and Bucky's logo branded into it. The back of the heels had, quote, "You had me at howdy," stamped onto it right below Bucky's face. And the bag the shoes came in was printed with the food items from the gas station's menus. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and say that these shoes don't go hard. At the same time, would I wear them? Probably not. I like them in picture form. I like looking at them on a picture.
It's like,
I don't know. I feel like that's the kind of shit you're gonna see somebody wearing, and you're like, oh my god, man, you're wearing like merch for heart failure. You know what I mean? Like, there's a point. Like, I don't care what you eat, and I'm not saying there should be like, you know, I'm big a proponent of not experiencing like shame around things like that. But if you're like, same thing with motherfuckers who are wearing Taco Bell like clothes or getting a Taco Bell tattoo, all those things. I'm like, oh my god, man. At this point, you have gallstones in your bladder that are literally made of potato. Like you have tater tots. Like, proliferating all of your organs, man. Wait, are the beaver nuggets made out of beaver balls? I don't know. Hopefully. I feel like that would give it a sort of like a high-end Michelin feel rather than just, you know, ground up chicken ankles like everywhere else. Anyway, Bucky's shoes, I don't know. I would be judging. To be clear, if you're going like, God damn, Runk, you're being like really mean about this. It's because I'm from the South, and like, I have a hypersensitivity towards people wearing merch of like fast food chains and conglomerates that serve up like garbage for us to eat, because my family's like that, man. I would see my aunt pull up with like another like 50 pounds at every family gathering until she could like not walk like a mile. You know what I mean? And you're like, God damn, man, please, I love you. Stop going to fucking Texas Roadhouse and eating the fucking bread, man. Holy shit. Beaver nuggets are like giant corn pops. Whoa. I've never had the beaver nuggets before. Full honesty, the only thing I've ever gotten from Bucky's is the brisket and the popcorn. I think it was like caramel popcorn, I'm pretty sure. I mean, if you cover up the Bucky's logos, the shoes go hard. Yeah, the color palette was dope. I won't deny that. Pretty ill graphic design.
art, yeah.
If I saw somebody wearing them in public, though, I feel like I'd be like, oh.
Yeah.
I think it's because it feels ironic or something.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. They're taking the piss out of this. But a guy being like, what do you think of these? He's like wearing them, like showing it to you. What do you think of those right there?
It's too serious.
Yeah. You're like, oh,
Then
Bucky.
it becomes cool then, because then you're doing ironic.
It's all good, Sato. I hope you have a good one. Have a good night.
Say you like it. Yeah. I'd be like, what do you think of these? He's like wearing them, like showing it to you. What do you think of those right there?
It's too serious.
Yeah. You're like, oh,
Then
Bucky.
it becomes cool then, because then you're doing ironic.
Say you like it. Okay, Jesus Christ, I like it. Thank you. The food at Bucky's is a big reason why so many people enjoy it. They have in-house butchers who scream, fresh brisket on the board!
Fresh brisket on the board! Fresh brisket on the
God, you know what? I have I have like a sense of shame inside myself. I'm really good at call and response things like that. Like, I'm really bad at call and response things like that. I don't know. I feel corny. You know what I mean? Even though what I do with my life and social media is corny, I suck at that, man. You said you're from the South. I am, in fact, from the South. However, I'm not a big Bucky's goer. I'm from New Orleans. And I don't know if we have a Bucky's around New Orleans, but I never really went to it. The only Bucky's I've been to that was in I think it was in Texas, if I'm not mistaken. That made me angry. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's like part of like the rebellion in me. I'm like, I'm not doing your fucking corporate team building exercise. Fuck you. You know what I mean? But that's maybe just me being a dick because these people seem like they're having fun. Honestly, seems like something that Mischief Company would realize maybe, and they and Bucky's could work together on shit. What is the Mischief Company? I don't know what that is. Enlighten me.
To let you know when the fresh food is ready. It scared the shit out of me the first time it happened. It's too loud. I will say my sensory overload. I was like, it's too much. It's like too much. And there's people who like sit at the glass.
Oh yeah.
They bounce up and down.
They're frothing for their brisket.
Almost every time too I've been to Bucky's at which this is actually every time I've been to Bucky's, there has always been a guy who like it really is like a church experience. A guy sitting there, and it's always a guy being like, "You gotta wait till the fresh ones come out because they're so good." And the guy's like, "Fresh brisket on the board." He's like, "I'm telling you." You know what I mean? It's like a guy being like, "No, seriously, watch this." And he gets the first one. Like people like clamor for like the first ones, whatever. He's like, "This is gonna change your life." Oh yeah.
Dude, serving people like that? Whoa, boy. Dude, serving people like that is horrible. If you're on the other side of the counter, where I'm at in Texas, people wear Bucky's merch everywhere. Yeah, motherfuckers wear Bucky's merch all the way everywhere in goddamn Louisiana too. That shit was ass, man. I hated it. I mean, I went on a super long rant about how I feel about people wearing Bucky's merch and the Bucky's and Sir Bucky himself. But I won't rehash that here. They're a company that makes all those joke shits like Big Red Cartoon Shoes. Oh, yeah, that might be a good move. Anyway, dude, serving the guy who's standing at the front of a counter, like looking through the glass, telling all the customers, like, is fucking incredible, man. I'm telling you. You get the fresh one, the steam's coming off. It's crazy. When I worked at Universal, I was on a lower lot, and I worked at a turkey leg bar, which we would make turkey legs in bulk and place them out in bags. And then people would come out, we'd slide open the glass, and then they would snatch them like hyenas fighting over the corpse of a rotting animal. It was crazy. A motherfucker grabbed my arm one time. I was placing them out on the thing, and a guy was like trying to like, give me the fucking turkey legs! And he grabbed my arm, dude. I really think that if he were stronger, he could have ripped my arm out of the socket, and he would have bought it. In his hungry days and psychosis, he wouldn't have recognized that he was holding a human arm and eating human meat. To me, it's like you fall for propaganda any louder, but I've got opinions about brand loyalty. Dude, yeah, I mean, if you're wearing like big-ass branded clothing, especially if a place that's like a gas station or fast food restaurant, I'm being like, you would be really easy to enlist into a cult. That's what I think. I'd be like, you give me about like a week to do some like relationship building, and I got you drinking a punch bowl with Fent mixed in it, and we're in a Hulu doc. Like I'm in there. How depressed do you think the Bucky's mascot is? Like, fuck, I have to be Bucky for the rest of my days. That's what I mean. That's why I can't take pictures with mascots, is because I saw the mascots in the back lots of Universal, and they were all like depressed 50-year-olds. So anytime I see a mascot, I'm just like, oh my God, dude, there's like a guy on the brink inside of there. There's a guy on the brink inside of that thing wearing, you know, whatever, like a fucking Tom from Tom and Jerry costume, you know? The only merch from places like that I have is old work clothes, and I've got 2 old work beanies, but I never wear them because that's weird. Yeah, I have my old like Chipotle uniform and shit too. I still have the Chipotle manager uniform, which I stole. I never got promoted, but I used like a sewing kit to like cut out the brand logo because the blank tee itself is like pretty nice. So maybe recommend you that if it's like a good, you know what I mean, like a good beanie. You can cut that shit out, the sewing, where it's been sewed in. Hold on. Let me put on my face cam.
Man, it's a brisket sandwich. It's not just that, man. It's awesome.
It's a way of life.
It's kind of the future. The cult following around Bucky's Barbecue has people treating the store like Epcot. They'll go there and try every single sandwich and side, or do a 24-hour food challenge where they exclusively just eat at Bucky's. With so many people making Bucky's part of their everyday life, you have to wonder what draws.
That's a stupid challenge. There's so much food at Bucky's. What? That makes no sense. If I did a challenge and if I did a challenge and I was like only eating at Walmart for a week. Yeah, man, it's a grocery store. What do you like? What the fuck? What's the challenge there? I don't get that.
Them in there in the first place. Along every major highway and road in Texas, there are Bucky billboards that have quirky phrases that draw in new customers, which I will say the first time I went, the billboards pissed me off. It's like 25 minutes until heaven. It's like stuff like that, and you're like, or they do a lot of like puns, or they do like a lot of like quirky chungus kind of stuff, and you're like,
humor.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's like, you know, the brand is made by old people for old people, though. So I don't think they have to like rehash their branding. Because, dude, your grandma's driving down the road. You're being driven around by your southern doll of a grandma. She's just like in the front of her car, all hunched over, probably has scoliosis, whatever. She sees that shit, be like, "Oh, honey, Bucky's is coming up." Do you want to get some other candied popcorn? Oh, their signs are just so clever. You know? Like, they love that shit. They eat it up, dude. Pig to a trough. How high would the suicide rates from mascots be, do you reckon? Depends on the mascots. Like, mascot at a football game? Low, dude. I do fucking backflips for a living. That is sick. Mascots for Bucky's? Or, like, at Universal Studios? Disneyland? You know, I don't know. Because I don't know if the Disney princesses would count as mascots, because their lives are pretty good. They're always, like, very pretty, like, 20 to, like, 30-year-olds, you know? But if you're one of the Uggos, and they put the head on you, you're not exactly princess material. Let's slap on that Mickey head. You know, you put that shit on, you're walking around inside of, like, it's so hot, you're in fucking the Florida Disneyland, just, some kid walks up to you, Mickey! Like, oh, God, I can't even, oh. You pass out on a kid, fall on top of him. Like, oh my God, man, so that would be horrible. So I think the suicide rates about on mascots who have the head on is probably, or at least like depression rates would probably be high. Excluding like sports mascots would be my guess.
Which millennials eat that shit up, dude. Everyone in my car is just like, I'm excited. Recently, the gas station has catered towards a younger Gen Z audience by putting the phrases like slay or main character energy in. You had me at
See, I hate that. Why are they trying to pivot to young people, man? It's for like old people. This is like people who like, I don't know, like scroll, like laugh at like AI memes. You know what I mean? That's what the branding is for and like who it serves. They don't need to be trying to enlist like me and people who are all the way down to like 14.
Howdy, which I don't really know how that last one fits in there, but the sleigh one is literally, it'll be like a Bucky's thing. It'll just say sleigh.
54 miles. That's crazy.
54 miles away.
Drive an
Sleigh.
hour away.
Which even that sounds outdated, doesn't it? There's kind of a charm to that though, huh? This is different than the Wendy's commercial where there's like, we should do memes. And they have the guy at the booth that does like the, like a boss.
Oh, God.
I drive my car into the billboard itself. Yeah, no, that's real. That's why I'm like, as a brand, never try to pivot to the way that like modern people speak, because you're going to be on like a 2-year time delay. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's just because they don't hire young people. But like, for example, right now, what Bucky's would put on a billboard would be like, it's lit 20 miles away would be the thing. And you're like, no one really says that. Like, it's kind of outdated, you know what I mean? I saw my scrolling Facebook Reels. Yeah, it's like Facebook Reels kind of like phrasing where it's shit that's like 2 to 5 years old. Like it's technically new, but it's still it seems more dated than something that's just actually old. You know what I mean? Because it's attempting to be new. Don't rock with that. That's the worst kind of branding.
Eat spicy goodness like a boss.
And that one is you're just like, what is happening? This is actually hell on earth. It's kind of funny that Texas guy's like, just put Slay on the billboard and say they'll be there in 54 miles. What does that mean? I don't fucking know, but tell them that they'll be there in 54 miles. Other billboards heavily focus on their bathrooms, saying restrooms that make moms smile, or it's potty time. That was the first one I ever saw, was it's potty time. And I did, oh. But once again, once you figure out how good the bathrooms are, people almost exclusively go there just for the bathrooms. Oh,
Yeah.
holding in your shit.
Dude, when you're at, like, this sucks. When you're on a road trip and you're driving past a Buccees and you don't have to take a shit, and you're like, oh my God, in like 20 miles, something's gonna come knocking, and now I gotta go in like a dingy ass 24-hour, like family-owned gas station. Like one of those gas stations where it looks like the dude from fucking There Will Be Blood would like shoot that old man in the head, like one of those. You know, like the public bathrooms, like gas station toilets, where somehow the porcelain is turned like a yellowish green. It's like aged. Yo, man, why does this look like it's been primed? Like, what the fuck is going on, man? It looks like you've painted a primer on this toilet seat. It's so old. That shit sucks, man. So I like the Buccees toilet signs, I have to say.
Gotta wait for Buccees.
I mean, if I was a trucker and I passed one by, I'd definitely make a stop.
I'm gonna wait to stop at Buccees and just obliterate it. You think that there's a thing with truckers where they try intentionally to make the Buccees bathroom as heinous as they can?
It's a little challenge.
It doesn't work.
They probably have like their own Discord where they like take pictures and be like,
Yeah, exactly. Just totally tore this up. That happens, and immediately another image pops up. It's gone. It smells like roses in here. If you've never been to a Buccees, this might seem like a ridiculous marketing strategy. However, people rave over the bathrooms for their size and cleanliness. And many fans and articles claim that Buccees has the cleanest gas station in the entire world, even going as far as to say you could eat off the floor in the bathrooms. That's how fucking clean they are. And the reason the bathrooms stay so clean is that there is a 24-hour custodial staff solely dedicated to cleaning the bathrooms. It's like a heart surgeon. They're on.
Oh my God. Dude, that's heinous, man. I worked as a janitor at Chipotle, and what he said about like truckers going in there trying their best to like destroy the toilets, that's definitely true. Maybe not intentionally, where they're like, I'm a Buccees toilet assassin. I go in there and I fucking pressurized Hershey squirt so hard I almost cut the toilet in half. You know how like manufacturing places will cut like shapes out of like steel beams with water pressure? That's what I do to the Buccees toilets. I don't think it's like that. But dude, they literally subsist on like roller dogs from gas stations and like just chips. Like salt and vinegar Lay's chips, fucking gummies, dude. Goddamn a bag pickle, you know what I mean? Holy God, imagine the poops in there. You'd get the full color wheel, man. Straight up. You would get the full rainbow, man. I am not talking about Skittles. That's how bad that would be. So that makes it even more impressive, because people go there explicitly to use the bathroom, and it's people on like long ass road trips that are eating just like garbage, like a pound of Mike and Ike's. I drown myself in the toilets if I had a job there. Taste the rainbow. Oh dear God. Dude, when I learned that smelling is essentially like another form of tasting, where you're just like projecting like particulate in the air onto the back of your tongue. Oh my God, I almost threw up. I was like, what do you mean? So I'm like the sommelier of fucking my friend's ass when I smell his fart. Oh, I said fucking. No. I meant like I'm the sommelier, like, you know how like wine people like aerate their wine glasses? Are you telling me that my friend is forcibly doing that to me when he farts around me? Are we serious right now? I'm doing the snit, like, oh my God. I wanted to picture them, and I know some of you are probably thinking about this right now too, and it's gross. But what I'm saying, you said what? What I'm saying is smelling is just you're tasting the particulate in the air, right? That's all that it is. You're inhaling particulate that's in the air, and it's going to the back of your tongue. It's not two different senses. So when you smell ass, You are tasting ass. You're tasting fart, essentially. And that just made it so much worse for me as a human being. Like, that was one of the things where I was like, I wish science didn't figure that out. You know what I mean? I am the sommelier of fucking my friend's ass. I just accidentally threw in saying fuck it. I didn't mean that. God, what a terrible... that's awful. I was laughing at the neuralizer. Now I don't know what's going on legitimately. That's okay. Don't worry about it. The neuralizer worked. So that's okay. All right, let's continue. That's my smelling farts rant.
On call. Yeah. You have got to come in here. I will be right in. Another late night, honey? Yeah. Actually, those are the unsung heroes, dude. The people who clean the Buccees bathroom, those are the ghosts who they hide in plain sight. That kind of thing.
But you know they're getting good fucking pussy afterwards.
Oh my God. You do what? I clean the bathrooms at Buccees.
God.
Oh my God. Here's my number. Thanks. Tosses in the back of his card. There's like 70,000 cards. Thanks. I'm good. Do you think the longer, this is a stupid thing to say, but do you think the longer you work, people who work there over time want to get Botox in their cheeks and get dental surgeries to where they look more like Bucky?
I bet you there's one employee who's just so obsessed with Bucky.
I mean, tons of filler in your cheeks and then like giant buck teeth.
Welcome to Bucky!
Is he just a green?
You probably, wait, on that topic, to elaborate, dude, you think mascots ever experience like body dysmorphia? Dude, that like they must. Imagine, if you're the Bucky's mascot and every time you look in the mirror, you're just like, and you're not wearing the suit, you're like, who the fuck am I? I'm Bucky. I'm Bucky. No, your name is Charles Xander. We hired you here 5 years ago. No, I'm Bucky. I take pictures with families. They say, I want to take a picture with Bucky, Papa, and they take a picture with me. Like you must lose yourself to the costume. Like at what point does the costume become the skin? You know what I mean? There must be someone out there who's experienced body dysmorphia like that.
Reader, or is he a guy like, or does he kind of do everything?
He does everything.
Yeah.
I picture
How do you not make that guy the store manager walk around with like a tie? Hi, welcome to Bucky's. You want to try some brisket? You want to try some brisket?
What is that clip? Oh God, is this the terrible one of me accidentally? I almost threw up. I was like, what do you mean? So I'm like the sommelier of fucking my friend's ass when I smell it. No. Wait, this is probably even worse on normal speed. No. I was like, what do you mean? So I'm like the sommelier of fucking my friend's ass when I smell his fart. Oh. No. Why did I say it like that? It wasn't even like, it sounds like I didn't even forget the word. If you don't know, sometimes when I'm talking and I can't remember a word, I'll be like, I'm talking about the fucking, but I said it like a full sentence. There's no reason for me to say that word. I almost threw up. I was like, what do you mean? So I'm like the sommelier of fucking my friend's ass when I smell his fart. Oh. No. That's so bad. And I had smelling his fart at the end. That's so bad. Oh God. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's just continue. Fuck. That's terrible. One last time. Oh boy. Okay. Let's continue.
You want to try some brisket?
Got you are.
Thanks,
Yeah. No, that's horrible. That's a bad one.
Try some brisket.
Thanks, Bucky's.
What? You can't do that though, because that's where children will be horrified.
Yeah, that's true.
A giant like fake mascot and a statue is so much different than a fucking giant freak. You want a piece of candy? And also, you will end up with that voice. There's no way you can go through life and just be like, hey, how you doing? Oh, yeah, so there's parking in the back as well. There's no way. Oh! You definitely immediately take on a persona, right? Whoa! You look like you have to go potty. Now everything's really creepy. You want a piece of meat? Dad, I want to go home. Don't forget you.
Oh my God. Oh, good Lord. Do you reckon mascots slowly just morph into the character? Yes, that's what I'm saying, man. You would become the mascot eventually. Like if you were Bucky, you know what I mean? You'd be like hooking up with your girlfriend, and you would start talking like Bucky. If you were like Mickey, you know what I mean? Like I bet the dude who's like the mascot for like Mickey at work, when he goes home and is like with his girlfriend at night, and she's like, "So, Marcus, how was your day?" He's like, "Oh, no, please! You told me you were done with this. Oh boy, I'm trying. I just can't seem to get the mouse out of me." You know what I mean? The ultimate furry. Yeah, I mean, you know, not furry by decision, but furry through psychosis, man. I do a mad Mickey impression. It's crazy. I feel like mine isn't bad. Oh boy. Yeah, it's not good either. I don't know. I'm trying my best though. Okay, let's continue. I'm talking too much.
You want a piece of meat? Dad, I want to go home. Don't forget to use the restroom before you go. Another reason why people love the bathrooms is that there is usually no wait time. I mean, it's so many. The restroom in these gas stations are huge.
Yeah, they're like the fucking back rooms. Bucky's bathrooms are like the back rooms. They are seemingly infinite. And inside every stall, they're gigantic. It's crazy.
Some of the largest, boasting 71 toilets and urinals. All right, it's like a goddamn abandoned mall in there half the time. You're like, it's the back rooms in the fucking bathroom. Hello?
Exactly.
Hello? Whatever. I need help. The stalls of each toilet are practically their own room. And on all the walls, you'll find things like country art posters or the Texas flag.
God, the art is so ugly, man. The art is so ugly. Holy shit. It all looks like stuff that's gonna be like, it's gonna have like a mom wearing like a cardigan in front of it with a hot cup of cocoa being like, I just love my toasty, you know what I mean? My toasty coffee in the morning, like shit like that. You know what I mean? It's all giving like I'm a wine mom, like wooden signs. You know what I mean? That like people with no taste have in their kitchens. Oil up, Runk. I'm off a Temu honey pack and I'm in LA. Good Lord. Good Lord. Hopefully you can't track me by my scent unless you have a scratch and sniff phone. I fear I'm going to try to keep my distance. Anyway, this wall art is so ugly. And the paintings, oh my God. I also am fairly sure the last time I was in a Bucky's, I saw AI generated art too, which is just an even deeper sign of the end times. I fear Mr. Bucky himself might be replaced with AI one day.
You know, Texas. Compared to the average gas station bathroom, they are luxurious. I mean, they're, you know, it feels
wonderful.
like it's a part of the thing, which I will say, gas station charm is what is.
Oh my God. And high ceilings and a gas station bathroom. Holy fuck. Yeah, that's coveted.
They're, you know, it feels like it's a part of the thing, which I will say, gas station charm is what is carved into the wall. What walks of life have come through, decimated this room, and left their mark?
Who left their number?
Who left their number? What obscenity did you write on the wall? What sticker did you leave behind, right?
Yeah, what they left in the toilet.
If you go into a place, this is just a hunter tip. Hunter tip. Hunter's tip. If you go into a
Dude, have y'all ever seen anything like philosophical carved into a bathroom wall? I remember one time, which this sucks for the story and I'm sorry, but I can't remember what I read, but I was in a public restroom and carved into the wall was like a whole like ethical, moral, like dissertation. I remember what it was about, like what it means to be like an American youth who's like pro peace, but we live in like in a country that subsists itself off of like the military industrial complex. And I was like, what the fuck, man? Dude, I'm getting a hit. And the toilet seat was warm too. I was like, oh my God, I'm getting a hit off of the butt cheek warmth of Socrates right now. Like, what's going on? Why is this toilet used by like such academically, esteemed people right now? I don't get it. Better to come in the sink than to sink in the cum. Yeah, so that basically. Basically. I never saw anything poetic, but one time at a movie theater I worked at when I was in the handicap stall, and a couple came in and went into the stall next to me to do the deed, and I don't remember if I stayed in the silence out of awkwardness or what. Oh my God. Yeah, that sucks. That's highly unfortunate. Hey man, if it makes you feel any better, back when I was the janitor at Chipotle, a lesbian couple came in and had sex in the bathroom, and then I had to mop it up. So fucking Right there with you, brother. Man, why are people fucking in public bathrooms? It's bad. Bad. Stop doing that. Do you definitely reckon some people steal the costumes and have sex while wearing them? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the Buccees costume would probably be pretty like prohibitive. Maybe to a man who likes a challenge, possibly. The one close to my house had a Bible taped to the wall. That feels like pretty primed for like just getting your Bible like shit on. No, like I feel like if I was a religious person, like if I like I don't know, I wouldn't like leave the Quran next to a toilet. Somebody who's like fucking blasphemous or whatever is gonna like pee on it. You know what I mean? I got stabbed with a heroin needle cleaning a bathroom when I worked at Panera. Dude, heroin at Panera is crazy. You got to do heroin at like the bathroom in like a Burger King or something. Panera is a place for like high-end drugs, I feel like. You know what I mean? Like a guy who works in finance who's like doing a bump of coke in the bathroom on his lunch break before he goes back and sells like penny stocks. You know what I mean? That's what Panera gives. That's the kind Panera is like coke. That's the vibe of that. I'd say Chipotle or like a Taco Bell gives heroin. That feels like a shitty satanic ritual. No, not at all. I was smoking back. I was smoking in the back even. Oh shit. Okay. Maybe their branding worked a little too well on me. Better to come in wrong. Okay. All right. I'm not reading that. Okay. Let's continue.
To a place that is too hip. First off, you go into a place in the back.
Wait. Let me rewind.
This is just a hunter tip. Hunter tip. If you go into a place that is too hip, first off, you go into a place in the bathroom and there's too many stickers, you need to run from that place. Any place where it's like hip to tag the bathroom with stickers, you gotta run away from that place.
Why?
That hunter's tip.
I don't know. I feel like in general I disagree. If you see like a bathroom that's covered in a bunch of stickers, I'm a baby. If you see a bathroom that's covered in a bunch of stickers, you just have to be comfortable that there's been a couple base heads in there. That's it, man. You're in the zone where, you know, some people have heated some shit up in a spoon. And if you're fine with that, then the bathrooms that with like that are generally fine. I mean, the bathroom I grew up using a lot at the back of a warehouse that was next to this place called Mardi Gras Zone. It was where people would build floats for Mardi Gras, which is like a citywide party, happens in New Orleans, yada, yada. I've talked about it before. That shit was covered in boobs. You would walk in and it was like covered in like old Playboy mags, which was interesting. I don't know. I don't really understand the like, you know, I want to get fired up when I'm pooping. I feel like that'd be like inconvenient. No, I won't explain why. But because that's gross. But anyway, that bathroom was fine itself, although the art direction was confusing for sure. I found one of those Jesus fake 100 in a bathroom and almost went to join him. Oh, wait, you mean you found like a fake $100 bill in a bathroom and it had Jesus on it? That sucks, man. Titties, how clean was the bathroom? I mean, it wasn't like dirty. It was like a warehouse bathroom. I don't know. Like, have you ever been on like a construction job site? No, that doesn't have porta potties, but it's like an unfinished bathroom. You know what I mean? Like in the house that you're working on or whatever. It was like that. It was like wooden floors with nothing on it, wooden walls, everything. Like you could build that bathroom with Home Depot supplies. It was like an outhouse, basically. Last week I was at an abandoned house. There was a guy with no pants. No, wait, huh? Last week I was at an abandoned house. There was a guy with no pants on pissing. Well, he run around the house. I do even think he was high. Well, maybe he might have been marking his territory as well. I mean, who knows? You're fighting over an abandoned house. He might be at war with some dogs. He's laying claim to his land. All right, let's continue.
The love for Buccees extends outside its walls and into the parking lot. That's because people cannot get enough of their mascot, Bucky. Outside of the larger locations are 4-foot-tall bronze statues of Bucky the Beaver. People love to climb all over them and take...
See? People fuck the beaver statue. What did I tell you? I bet when I told you that people rub their boobs on the beaver statue, you went, what? No. Oh my, he's clip farming. Yo, come on. It's all this, and there's old dudes that hump it and hump its face, and she's riding it, dude. I told you.
Take pictures with them. And
He knows from experience. I may have sort of like slapped his ass. I did do that.
recently, there was a challenge on TikTok called the Buccees Challenge, where people climbed into his arms and plank, or they'll act like a damsel in distress, posing as if Bucky is saving their life, which it is funny. And the thing too is like it's a fucking giant statue. It's a very large statue, in all honesty. 4 feet tall, you'd be like, that's not that big. When you get there, you're like, God damn.
Yeah, he's big.
Who's the company making these motherfuckers? I want bronze statues. Also, after a while, there's going to be a Bucky's location where it's going to be like 8 feet tall.
Oh yeah, they're gonna keep getting bigger and bigger.
They will be huge. It's going to be a thing where it's just like, look for Bucky. That's what they'll say on the billboards. You look at the horizon, you just see a giant.
Flashing the bronze statue is a whole nother level of brand loyalty. Hey, well, maybe, maybe homegirl's wishing for sort of a night at the museum situation. You never know. You flash your boobies to the Bucky statue. It cuts like, yay! You know what I mean? Wishful thinking, possibly.
60 miles away. You
And it's
still
like-
see its head.
And that's when it starts going downhill too, because the glare off of the bronze statue, people are like, ah! They crash their cars. Oh my God! Look for the light. That's what they'll say. Look for the light.
I like that.
Just blinding you. If people are not falling into his arms, they're requesting that he be present at their weddings. And on more than one occasion, people have gotten married at Bucky's, with some people having the
Oh my God, what are you doing? What are you doing? If you get married at Bucky's, what are you doing? What? I don't even have any jokes about that, man. You know what? Do whatever you want for your wedding. I'm really trying I'm trying hard not to be judgmental, but like, oh my God, man. Yo, don't make brands your personality, please, please. Defining your wedding day by being like, I literally joked at the beginning of this stream being like having your wedding officiated by the Bucky's statue. I was kidding, man. I thought what? That was like hyperbole. Holy shit.
the greasy teenager in the beaver mascot officially.
Literally Bucky officiating their wedding. This was not pre-watched, and I had no idea that this has ever happened. I was trying to say something ridiculous for a clip. What the fuck? I have a friend who got a Bucky the Beaver plush and named him Bus. I kind of fuck with that. I feel like one plush, you're good. I don't mind that. You can get a plush. Because listen, I like stuffed animals in general. I don't mind that shit. I got my stuffed animal back here. I don't mind that. But if you're got like, if you're tucking into your Bucky's onesie, cuddling up to your Bucky's plush, you got a Bucky's poster on a wall, a buck tattoo. Oh boy, man. You are giving those Michael Jackson impersonators who get cosmetic surgery to like look like him. And you're like, dude, you are not Michael. You did not release Thriller, man. You're not selling brisket sandwiches. You're not Bucky. Chill. Fuck.
Their wedding, which I will say, awesome.
Yeah.
Amazing. How cheap.
Also, I do want to give a heads up. We've been streaming for 1 hour, 44 minutes. My stream will crash at 2 hours, potentially a little bit before then or a little bit after, but I will be restarting stream immediately. So just think of it like an intermission. And if you want to keep watching stream, then come back. It does not mean I'm gone. Needed to say that just in case for the new people.
Was that? And also you get Bucky's. What are they? But I bet you anything you get married at Bucky's, they're gonna be like, have some free sandwiches. You get a little free action. Fill up your car for free.
That's
Really,
true.
Buck? Ooh.
First one's on us, buddy.
First one's on us. Hey, but honestly, let's just hope that this thing works out. Oh, thanks, Buck. No, seriously. Appreciate you guys. Other than gawking at the statues, people can get gas and enjoy random concerts that pop up in the parking lots. In 2024, country star Keith Urban hosted a massive concert in the parking lot of an Alabama Bucky's that brought in.
I like that. I do like this. I like that they're doing concerts. I always think it's fun. Like, have y'all ever been to a concert of like an up and coming artist and they're just like performing on top of a car with like some big ass stereo speakers mounted on top of like a Buick? That shit is always sick. And generally the artists that do that, at least for like, they become successful. You know what I mean? Like Bad Bunny did that, X did that, all of like Members Only back in the day, like Ski Mask, Lil Pump, which, a lot of them are dead or don't make good music anymore. But that shit is always dope. So I do like that they do this. For Ronk That Guy was a EDP, huh? Are we talking about EDP, the like buoy built pedophile? Like what? Huh? How did EDP come up? I thought Bucky's was just in Texas. Did he say Alabama? Yeah. Bucky's is like everywhere now. Well, not like everywhere, but hold on. Let's look at every state that Bucky's is in. They have a bunch of locations. I don't know if you were here for this part of the video, but only, what did they say? Like 5 to 10 years after starting the business, they already had 22 locations. I mean, that's a lot. How many states have Bucky's? 11. 11 states have a Bucky's. Texas, Alabama, Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, South Carolina, Kentucky, Colorado, Missouri, Mississippi, and Virginia. So there's like a lot of them. And I think they're trying to be in every state now. Someone in here said that they're getting a Bucky's in their state. I'm pretty sure one is going to be around me in California pretty soon too. Small up and coming artist Keith Urban. No, I didn't mean that. I mean, I like when big artists go back to their roots and do shows at like small venues where it's like we're in a parking lot. You know what I mean? I like that shit. This is the second Texas-born chain that I'm learning has gone outside of Texas. First, it was Whataburger. Yeah, Whataburger's big too. I fuck with Whataburger. Dude, Kane started like fucking 30 minutes from where I was born. And now there's like 3 Caneses like 15 minutes away from me. It's crazy. And I'm in Cali now. That's wild.
Brought in thousands of listeners. Thousands of people just showed up to Bucky's location. Why he did that, I don't know. Why Keith? He's just like, you know what? I think I'm going to go play Bucky's.
Do you think that was impromptu? They just stopped and he's like, wow, this is awesome.
I feel like that's what they wanted to think, but I think Bucky's is doing a little secret strategy. You know, I think that Bucky's likes to think that they're just like, we don't even need that. But then they're like, slip Keith Urban a little envelope. I don't know.
Oh, for sure. He got paid. Are you fucking kidding me? Yeah, of course. He got paid for doing a show. That's how they make money. I understood what I just wanted to poke fun at you. Runkle Reagan. Runkle Reagan's fucking crazy. Have y'all seen call me Runkle Reagan, but I don't have trickle down economics. I have tickle down economics because I'm gonna touch you. Okay.
Pop up and play.
I didn't mean it like that. I did not mean it like that. I did not mean it like that. I don't know what I meant though. I didn't think about it. I thought, what's a Ronald Reagan joke? Trickle down, trickle sounds like tickle, and then I just, guns blazing. Anyway, have y'all seen a glass bottle soda brand called Dublin's? I have not. I've never heard of Dublin's before. Is it like Dublin's as in like Irish, like Dublin? Because I'm gonna touch you, Relic. We got a lot of bad quotes coming out this stream, huh? Good Lord.
Think that they're just like, we don't even need that. But then they're like, slip Keith Urban a little envelope. I don't know, pop up and play here. Maybe blast on your social medias. And then Keith Urban's like, can I get a specialty? Like, Post Malone has Posties meal or whatever. He's like, can I get at every station Pump One is named after Keith Urban? They're like, let's fucking pump the brakes a bit there, Keith. Play in the parking lot. All right, that'll do. There were so many people there that the venue nearly blocked customers from getting gas or entering the station entirely. But not everyone is infatuated with the chain. No. In fact, some people are absolutely sick of the hype surrounding the Bucky's franchise.
I don't lean into this category as you would think. I just think it's a gas station. You shouldn't be in love with a gas station. In general, brand worship weirds me out. That goes for anybody. But Bucky's kind of, I guess, I'm a little bit of a hater. If there's a spectrum of Bucky's adoration to hatred, I'm like middle right. I'm leaning towards Bucky's hatred. I was just trying to see if they were getting some other attention like Whataburger and Bucky's because I feel like they deserve it. Maybe they're out here, but no, I haven't heard of it before. Next time I'm in Texas though, I can hit that shit up though. If I'm going to like one of my cousin's weddings or some shit. One day you need to make a list of all the Runk related names you've been called. Oh yeah, I do. There's a lot of them. It would be hard for me to remember them all, but we can compile a list one day. Who was the inventor of Runk? Does anybody in here remember the first person who said Runk? I forgot. There's a person in here who invented the term Runk that now everybody who comes to my streams ends up calling me. I'm asking Runk instead of ChatGPT. That's good, man. Listen, fuck AI data centers. I'm superior, man. Runk and Yahoo. All right, that's another one for the list. Probably worst of the bunch, though.
In fact, a lot of people, they're comparing it to mega churches based on the sheer scale, ridiculous amounts of merch, and of course, the customer's undying devotion. People are sick to their stomach that people would be obsessed with this consumerist culture, Nick.
It is disgusting.
These cheap shirts you guys are obsessed with, you're sheep in a flock. That's what they say. You'll be hard pressed to find someone criticizing Buccees without a couple staunch defenders jumping in to defend their almighty beaver god. One man voices his frustration online about how underwhelming the place was, despite seeing it described by others as an experience.
Exactly. It's not an experience. It's a fucking gas station. Okay, I am a Buccees hater. Yes, gas station big. Yes, restroom clean. Yes, store also big. Those things are nice, but who fucking cares? It's a gas station. Yeah. Dude, exactly. It's a gas station. Why are you sucking the dick of essentially like glorified roller dogs? Like, can we lock in, please? I don't get it. I don't like a culture around a gas station just bums me out. It's testament to the fact that America doesn't have third places or like trains where you can go to cool places without like, you know, having a bunch of fucking money. You know what I mean? Like this is mean. As a matter of fact, I am a Buccees hater actually. If a highlight of your week is going to a gas station and it's not just like, oh, I love their brisket sandwiches, like I like them and they're one of my favorite things to eat, that's cool. Dude, if your favorite thing is going to a gas station, I'm like, that's sad how boring your life is. That's so mean. I know it. I know it's mean, but that is how I feel. I'm just being real. Runkle Foreskin. Okay, that's a play off of Runkle Stiltskin, one of probably the better names that I've been called in here. Seemingly. You're just trying to pollute the list. Runkin' Yahoo and Runkle Foreskin? I mean, dear Lord. Fuck it. I mean, I won't erase your history. They're gonna show up on the compiled list of all my names. See, I would get the hype if it were a state exclusive thing and all the people were from Texas and just had a lot of pride or whatever, but it's fucking everywhere. Who cares? Banger opinion. Yes, dude. Case in point, In-N-Out. In-N-Out, dude. Having pride in In-N-Out is like a cultural thing in California because it's like super cheap burgers and it's like a staple here. It's like you think of Cali, you hop off the fucking plane at LAX, you swing by In-N-Out, you get like a $4 burger. And that shit is like, okay. You put that shit outside of its cultural context anywhere else, it's like a super mid burger that's like cheap. It's cheap. That's cool, but that's all you could say about it. It's not like, fucking In-N-Out. Oh my God. It's the same thing. Like, I would put like In-N-Out Glazers in the same category as Buccees Glazers. It's a fucking like burger restaurant. You know what I mean? Why are you wearing an In-N-Out hat? You look like a dork. Like, I'm just being mean now. I'm being a hater. Anyway, let's continue. I'm being a dick for no reason. These people can do whatever they want.
How underwhelming the place was, despite seeing it described by others as an experience, an experience, which also it's just like it's a gas station, dude. It's the same thing when people say like, oh, Waffle House, you got to go for the experience. It's a place you serve breakfast, but it's a thing that's around here, right? It's like going there, okay, well, so it's just a gas station or?
So overhype is killing it.
Yes. Or just people being like, the mysticism online builds up and people are like, I went there and it was boring.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, if they didn't overhype Buccees, I would be like, I love Buccees, dude. They got pretty good sandwiches, clean ass bathrooms. It's big. I like big things. Cool. But they're like, oh my God, dude, the beaver. I love the beaver. No, dude, there are Christians in the South that have more images of Bucky the Beaver in their home than Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Straight up, man. A car hit me when I was riding my wait, what? A car hit me when I was riding my bike. Shit hurt for real. Next time that happens, right, what you want to do is sort of like pop a wheelie and then you like ride over the car. So, little bit of a skill diff, but it's okay. You're like in your training arc. Sorry, I'm not serious. I really hope you didn't actually get hit by a car. Best of luck in your recovery. Of course, Runk is a size queen. Oh my God. There's really no sentence you can say, huh? Trends are the essence of decay. Yeah. It's like in promotion of like, I don't know. The promotional tool will get people in. It's literally the bussy joke we had at the beginning, which is like you're just setting people up for disappointment, and that's all that Buccees did for me. You know. people should start hyping up random service stations. Like, I want to see a cult form around a car wash. Yeah, I would like that. That'd be funny. That'd be a good, like, ironic movement to counteract Buccees. Oh, nah, I did. Damn, man, that fucking sucks, dude. How fast? How fast was the car going? I'm trying to gauge how bad I should feel for you. I'm kidding. The more miles per hour, the more prayers I'll send your way. Okay, I'm budgeting. I'm budgeting my prayers right now. Riding my bike. Good lord. Okay, let's continue.
You think there's like Paris syndrome with Buccees? Buccees.
Oh, once again, we are coming up on the 2 hours of doom and despair where the stream will start glitching and I'm gonna have to stop it and restart. If you want to continue watching the stream, don't leave. You just have to wait to refresh your browser until I restart. It's because my college Wi-Fi is dog shit and the fucking data gets overloaded once I'm streaming for too long. That's why. This is the greed they wrote about in the Bible.
Syndrome.
Fuck. Runk's lag has began. Okay. All right. I'm a restart.